We are at the South Boston Speedway for the 7th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch Grand National Series. The 05 of Alexander Rowe will be leading us to the green flag. Starting beside him is the 15 of John Ard. And I'm surprised by this, but there will be no LCQ because I found a South Boston that can fit all 42 cars. Well, technically 43. So, no LCQ. For the second race in a row, we will be having history in the making because we have never ran a race at South Boston in this entire league history. So, history will be made. Who will write that history? We will find out in 30 laps. Points leader Keenan Busch will be starting in the 21st position. This is the 7th race in this season. We have had a different winner each and every race. From Keenan Busch to Daytona to Evan Rudd in the last race at Hickory. Will the trend continue? We will find out very shortly. And here's the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
This is one of 3 stops at South Boston this season. So, yes. 3 stops at South Boston to comply with the actual NASCAR Busch Series back in 1982. Gotta keep things real. Gotta keep it on the down low. Whatever that means. I have no clue. Anyway, Alexander Rowe in the 05 car has the honor of leading us to the green for the first time at this legendary track. Pace car's in, and we are racing for the first time at South Boston. Into turn number 1. Into turn number 2, John Ard fighting hard on the high side, driving that Wrangler Jeans sponsored car. But leading the first lap at this track is Alexander Rowe. Second place now is Tim Randolph in the unsponsored 41 car. John Ard goes back to 3rd. 4th is Luke Rainey, and 5th is Max Anderson. Not for long, because here comes the 79 of A.J. Jones. No, excuse me. The 79 of Jocker. A.J. Jones is in the 4. As Luke Rainey goes around the 15 for 3rd. Yeah, if you get stuck on the high side, you're going to get railroaded. Got some drivers moving up, like the 02 Grayson HVD, moving past the 32 car. Our leader is just pulled away. Once again, the AI is at 90. I think at every short track we'll just do it at 90 just to have some green flag runs and some cautions. Maybe on some of them I'll bump it up to 100. But 100 seems to make them wreck as bad as 110, so. But this is the caveat of leading at 90. Leader just pulls away and dominates like Benoit Lovett Irvine did at Martinsville, and Jack Lagasse did at Bristol. I mean, it's common, you know, in real racing they'll have dominators and whatnot, but you want to have competitive races. But that's kind of hard to do on a constant basis. The 33, Jay Barker has moved up to 5th. Smith Regal 6th, 7th, Grayson Esvidu, 8th, John Ard, 9th, Nick Kennedy, and there's our points leader. Keenan Busch has had the points lead for every single race so far this season. He's trying to go the whole season and lead every single race. That would be a record, leading the point standings for 29 straight races. Our race leader has pulled up to a 7/100th of a second lead. As we got 21 laps to go this time by. We are nowhere near catching lap traffic, at least not yet. Tuttle is battling with Jesse Turner for last. So right now Jesse Turner will have the last car award. If you don't know what last car is, look it up. It's a pretty entertaining sight. Where a guy, Brock Beard, I believe is his name, calculates all the drivers who finished last and all that. A pretty calm affair today here at South Boston. I thought it would be Wreckfest. Jack Lagasse, our winner at Bristol. And you see John Art, he started way up front, and he's way in the middle of the field now. As Keenan Busch is about to get passed by Colin Dryberg. This will be for 10th. They'll make that 9th. Back up front. Things are kind of getting exciting. 41. Tim Randolph, he wants his first career win. He has never won a race in this entire league, not just the series, but this league. He's hounding the 05. He wants that win. Goes a little bit high, trying to get a run. Down the backstretch, into turn 3. Goes high, still trying to get a run, but he's going to lose ground if he keeps doing that. He will lose ground. It was 0.32. It is now 0.45, so he lost some ground on our leader. There's the field in turn 4, and our leader's in turn 3. We are catching lap traffic. Ding Drinker is now in last place. That Thomas Brothers Country's Ham car, in real life driven by Sam Ard. A classic paint scheme. I figured he would be good in this series because that car was in real life. But I guess real life success does not translate to this series. James Barker is now in last place. Oh, battle is heating up for the lead. Tim Randolph with the low lane, trying to get around the 05. He's trying. He never touched him. He just kept moving up. And we may have our first lead change of the race. Tim Randolph leads his first ever lap, I want to say, in this entire league history. I may be wrong. If I am, sorry. There'll be 11 laps to go this time by. We have been caution-free for all of them. For all of the 19 laps. Third is Luke Rainey. Fourth is Smith Regal. Fifth, Nick Kennedy. Good run for him. Sixth, Jay Barker. Seventh, Grayson Esvidu. Eighth, Colin Dryberg. He's moved up nicely. Ninth, Josh Barker. And 10th, our points leader, Keenan Busch. So all Keenan has to do is finish in the top 10. And he will stay the points leader, I believe. I mean, all 42 drivers mathematically can still win this championship because we got a long way to go. 9 laps to go this time by. And our driver with the fastest lap is, in fact, our race leader, Tim Randolph. We got a call on pit road. That's Ding Drinker. The 00. Problems for that car. Try and get that car repaired and get back out on the track. Where are we headed next after South Boston? I believe it's Carway. And then back to Richmond for the first time. So a repeat track of Richmond. Then we'll go to Langley. Then Dover, that should be fun. Then yet another return to Hickory. Then Charlotte, then Asheville. Then yet another return to Hickory. Then back to South Boston. Then North Carolina or Rockingham. Then a return trip to Carway. Then South Boston again for the third and final time. Then back to Hickory, then Langley. Then IRP, then Bristol. Then Hickory again. Then Richmond. No, wait. Then Richmond, I believe, right? Yes, and then Martinsville, then Charlotte, then Hickory again, and then Martinsville for the season finale. 5 laps to go. We are catching lap traffic, but will we get to it? Alexander Rose hoping because he can try and get around Tim Randolph to reclaim the race lead. Battle for third between Luke Rainey and Smith Regal, and Smith Regal takes the position in his unsponsored number 09 car. Tim Randolph will get the 3 to go signal. If a caution comes out right now, the race will be over. Which Randolph would like because he'll be the race leader. 3 to go. Alexander Rose just trying everything he can to catch up to that 41 car. 2 laps to go this time by. Down the back stretch. He's closing in on them, but catching is one thing, passing is another. Into turns 3 and 4. White flag, 1 lap to go for Tim Randolph. And in 3 more turns, he'll get the biggest win of his career. Down the backstretch for the final time. He will not dominate. He won't lead every single lap, but he will score the biggest win of his career. Off the final turn, Tim Randolph wins at South Boston. A caution-free race at South Boston. I'll be. Here are your race results. Tim Randolph scores his first career SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch Grand National Series win. Second is Alexander Rowe. Third, Smith Regal. Fourth, Luke Rainey. Fifth, Nick Kennedy. Sixth, Josh Barker. Seventh, Colin Dryberg. Eighth, Jay Barker. Ninth, points leader Keenan Busch. And 10th, Cackle Whiteline. Rest of the race results. Ding Drinker will finish dead last, 42nd, due to having tire problems. That's why he pitted earlier in the race. So 41 drivers finished the race on the lead lap. Ding Drinker, the only retiree of this event. So his season continues to not be good starting out. And that is it for South Boston. We'll take you to victory lane for the very first time in his career with Tim Randolph. Here are your point standings after the 7th race of the season at South Boston. Keenan Busch continues to hold command of this points championship. He has a 66-point lead over Evan Rudd. Third is Josh Barker. He gained 2 spots in the last race, 95 points behind. Fourth, Max Anderson. He dropped a spot, 100 points behind. And fifth, Tim Randolph, who won South Boston, 136 points behind. Sixth is Smith Regal. Seventh, Jay Barker. Eighth, Jack Lagacy. Ninth, Kat Silverpaul. And 10th, Alexander Rowe. 11th is Tony Newman. 12th, John Ard. 13th, Nick Kennedy. 14th, Luke Rainey. 15th, Jeff Ard. 16th, Brian Fox. 17th, Ben Love Irvine. 18th, Sebastian Torres. 19th, Cole Nixie. And 20th, Al Lagacy. 21st, Kyle Metz. 22nd, Riley Spurley-Tube. 23rd, Jay Jefferson. 24th, Keith Stevens. 25th, Zachary Fitzwater. 26th, Eli Bright. 27th, Grayson Acevedo. 28th, Dylan T-Rocks. 29th, Marcus Sanchi. And 30th, Cackle Whiteline. 31st, Hank Willis. 32nd, Colin Dryberg. 33rd, Ding Drinker. 34th, A.J. Jones. 35th, Jesse Turner. 36th, James Barker. 37th, Joe Jefferson. 38th, Derek Edison. 39th, Todd Kennedy. And 40th is Tuttle. 41st, Aiden Shepard. And last in points, Matt Johnson, 541 points behind Keenan Busch. So that is it for the 7th race of the season at South Boston. We will see you at the 8th race of the season at Caraway Speedway, where I believe we will have an LCQ, which I hate doing those, but we got to do it. So until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.